I love how Dune didn't make it in any of our top movies.
It's pretty, man, but like, that's
I didn't give a shit enough about it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, he's got Timothée Chalamet. He's kind of.
Hello, everyone. We're the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
Hi.
That's when, and today we're back with the long, much. Wow, I'm gonna start over. Here we go. Here's the much. I don't know what words.
Much awaited.
The long-awaited return of the Continuity Crew Telecast. Today, we're going to be talking about Hawkeye and the MCU TV shows or Disney Plus shows that came out in 2021. We're going to talk about like what our favorite moments from them, like what we thought, kind of probably rank them as well, and
how it affected Spider-Man, because apparently there was a lot of things about the shows that was supposed to affect Spider-Man, but it didn't, and I was correct. So, yeah, a lot of things I got right. Anyways, this is Will. I'm Win.
And here we go. So, Hawkeye, quick review. I
didn't have a lot of hope for this movie.
I will say, didn't have high expectations. I was hoping for a lot of things. I got one of them. But this series, it was good to have Hawkeye kind of have his own thing, I will say.
Yeah.
That was kind of the excitement of the earlier episodes for me. I was like, this is small enough, and it felt like the correct size for Hawkeye, if that makes sense. So
you know what? It felt the same way as I felt Falcon and Winter Soldier. Because like going into that, didn't care.
That's fair.
Didn't want to know what was going to happen. Didn't really care so much about what was going to happen. And then everything happened, and I was like, wow, yeah, I was actually really cool. And there was a lot of things about Hawkeye that I was just really surprised about. For example, like episode 4 or 5, the ending of it,
which we'll talk about in a little bit, but like non-spoiler stuff. I think this had probably some of the strongest episodes together. I think through 1 through 5, but then they kind of shit the bed in 6, and again we'll talk about that. But I think it was such a cute little story. I like how they're setting up more of the child Avengers or kid Avengers or whatever.
Young Avengers?
Yeah, that's it.
Like Young Justice?
Yeah, like that.
Is that a thing?
Is it the Young Avengers? I don't know what they're called. There's the one animated one. I'm assuming it's
Avengers Juniors? Junior Avengers? That sounds right for some reason. Junior Avengers.
I'm not gonna look it up. Where's the animated one?
Yeah. It's first of many, I guess, of the Young Avengers or something like that.
Because
Ironheart is next.
Yeah, that's Armor Wars shit.
Or Armor Wars, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Wiccan and Speed. I'm sure we'll see again.
I think we're gonna see them in Doctor Strange.
Absolutely. America Chavez. She's gonna be in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Hawkeye. A lot of really strong episodes. Some of which were I just kind of left like, I wish there were more of something. I don't know what it was. But, you know, I completely forgot about it because I honestly, this was during the time where I avoided anything Marvel because of leaks and spoilers and all that stuff because Spider-Man was about to come out. So that meant that I just didn't want to watch anything that's MCU related.
I'm really trying to find, because there's an animated.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
A lot of strong things about it. Hawkeye himself has returned, Jeremy Renner. And there's also a really cool thing about his family that apparently is gonna happen.
They're called the next Avengers in that movie. I don't know. But yes, I think this was strong.
I'll say Young Avengers.
Very good. This had potential leading into our rankings later to be one of my favorites. But it's probably bottom half.
For me, it's kind of short because like I don't like Haley Steinfeld as much as for her role in this.
Yeah, so just performance wise, Jeremy Renner did great. I mean, I always feel like he's been a good Hawkeye because for some reason Hawkeye is such a basic ass character and he seems like a basic ass guy, even though he like
you know what's funny about him though? Like
something.
I don't think any of us would have expected that he was gonna get a show.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, but I feel like they're spreading it out with everybody. Like, I mean, they can't make a Hulk movie, but it looks like Hulk's going to be in She-Hulk. So, also, actually, real quick, since we're talking about Marvel stuff, we are filming this when the college football championships going on. Disney typically has something, and we're supposed to get a Moon Knight trailer at some point.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out today. Possibly
if it
while
does, we're gonna do a
filming.
reaction. It's gonna be the first reaction.
So we'll see.
Because fun fact, the first reaction we ever did for anything was
cool.
WandaVision.
Yep.
Fun fact.
It just popped out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
we'll check Twitter after we film this. But Hawkeye, character-wise, Jeremy Renner did great. Hawkeye, he's always okay, great, whatever.
What do you think about
spoiler? Florence Pugh, and Haley Steinfeld. Something about him is so cringy, and I hate it. But also, I'm like, I know that's what you're supposed to be, but I still hate it.
I think it's the fact that she's a little older now, and I kind of imagine
her maybe more
her character
mature.
a little bit not mature, but younger.
Okay.
But more mature in a way.
I get what you're saying.
Because like I feel like she would be more serious in a sense. But I guess they wanted this to be a fun
She's kind of like
movie.
Fangirling too.
Yeah.
So I get it. But I get her motives. Same with Florence Pugh. Kind of cringy.
The thing that worries about me about the next, Avengers stuff is gonna be too much funny.
That's fair.
Because like Haley Steinfeld was supposed to be comedic in this, and then Yelena just shows up and it's like
I get that, but also like
they're young teenagers.
It's good character development to have them have that grizzled moment of like Spider-Man, because like but also yes, we may have a little rough patch here. Yeah. We'll still go watch it, but so spoiler stuff. Let's just get into it for Hawkeye to get it over with. Big reveals. Already said one. Florence Pugh. We kind of saw that coming though with Black Widow. I think it was even confirmed actually, so it's not that much of a spoiler.
But one thing that we didn't expect is
Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio. You
have no idea my reaction was when I saw that.
It was up there. Yeah, it's up there. So that's something I want to talk about with these series is like there's every show almost had like an amazing reaction for me, like where I was literally like excited. I was like, I'm so happy that I'm a Marvel fan type situation.
It's not even just MCU. They also did that with Mandalorian. With, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, so that's one thing. I'm wondering what they're going to do in Boba Fett. So I'm excited to see. Hawkeye was...
What did you think about it overall?
Overall, it, like I said, strong like first, honestly, 4.5 episodes. And then you kind of like...
They really fucked up the ending.
The Kingpin stuff was awesome. Echo, I completely forgot to mention her. She is such a cool character to me. And like
she became a B plot at the end.
She did. Like something about it, I'm like, okay, it's super cool. And then it's like, what did you just do? I know you're getting your own show, but like, don't plan on that. I know you're going to do it anyways, but like, what if it doesn't happen or whatever? So it just kind of
I think I know what you're saying. I think they should have waited.
Yeah, like act like this is the end in a sense, but still leave us hanging. Sure.
What they've done with the movies.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Iron Man 3, like, they didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, they made it look like it wasn't going to come back. They should have done that with...
yeah, exactly. Another thing, post-credit scene. What the hell was that?
What was it?
It was the Steve Rogers performance. The Rogers play. I'm like, okay, there's going to be someone in the thing or whatever, like, in the audience. That's going to be cool. No, it was literally just a performance, and I hate you for it.
It was a nice Christmas thing, though.
It was. I will say, this was a cute little Christmas show. I'll give it that. But it's just the ending, man. It hurt me too much because I'm like, they've done pretty good throughout most of these shows. I mean, WandaVision was hurt at the end, but we were too overhyping it anyways. So I think
this is the first show that I wasn't like, I was stressed about. That's just because I didn't care so much about it.
Yeah, same. But it was always cool every week, like the second or third episode, seeing the Pym particle arrow or like Kingpin in the episode, the whole thing with the watch, the Ronin suit again. Like every episode had such a cool thing. But that ending was just too much coming together at once. Some of it could have waited for the Echo show, while others could have just been resolved there and it would have been cool.
Yeah, but also, in hindsight though, the great thing about what happened in this show was his wife. Yeah, she became she was an S.H.I.E.L.D. agent,
which is super cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I like that.
I also missed opportunity. I'm not mad about it. A little mad about it, but Spider-Man should have shown up.
Oh yeah, technically
It's literally at like the same time as Spider-Man.
it's the same area.
Everyone just got wiped, and literally that's the same ice skating rink he swings through at the end of No Way Home.
And it's the same tree.
But whatever. There's a bunch of Russians in the ice skating rink. I'll pass.
There was a lot of problems with Spider-Man though.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, another I think a highlight for me about the show is what's his name? The sword guy. The one who really likes sword.
Or was it his name's like Swordmaster as a
Swordmaster, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care about his name. I just like his character.
I do too. And I'm pretty sure we'll see him again because he is an actual like superhero kind of guy.
He looks like he's just a nerd.
He is.
Yeah, and he's just wanting to fight people with swords.
Oh yeah, he's like at the end he gets like one, he's like, and he goes at it, and yeah, it's great.
It's he was an unexpected character.
Yeah.
Because he seemed very shady at first. I mean, he hit a lot.
That come around was weird though. I like the whole like, oh, it's not him, but it is him. So but still, I think it was a good show overall. I
like Vera Farmiga, seeing her in an MCU movie. Or show.
That was good. I bet we might see her in like the Echo show maybe.
I was gonna say Daredevil if they're gonna bring him back.
I think Daredevil's possibly gonna be in She-Hulk and Echo.
Punisher. There was talks about Punishers that
could be.
Punisher might
I think we'll see a lot of the Netflix people.
I hope
this upcoming year. So we'll see though, because of the stuff they've done in Daredevil or Hawkeye and Spider-Man. Yeah. So we'll see though. But
Hawkeye is definitely not on our top list.
No, I don't think it's the bottom though.
I don't think it's the bottom. I think it would be in the middle.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
we'll get to that real quick. But let's talk about ratings. So critically, what would you say for Hawkeye?
Kind of a weak execution with the show. There was a lot of things about it that we kind of sort of expected.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that we did expect happened. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But overall, though, I did enjoy it. It was a good watch. So I'm gonna give it like a 6.5.
I'm gonna give it the same for critical. So 6.5. I think it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
No.
But it was good enough.
The ending hurt it a little bit, but I think it was cool to see Yelena and Hawkeye interact.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see some more. So
and Kingpin just being an absolute tank.
That's one thing. Honestly, my biggest discrepancy with that ending. No, like he is an absolute tank, and I love that. Yeah. But there were shots where she was like this big on his shoulder, like this, and then the next she'd be like down here, like high. I'm like. It's like what they did with Clifford the dog, where the size, they couldn't get it right with the CGI.
Yeah. And he wasn't as menacing.
He wasn't.
It was a little soft.
The freaking Hawaiian shirt, dude. I know that's comic accurate.
I don't care about comic accuracy.
Neither do I. But god damn it. Come on, just put him in his typical white suit and that would have been great.
It really
I like
didn't
the cane.
Fit.
That was
cool.
Keep that. But the Hawaiian shirt, I'm like,
it didn't fit. It was like a winter day.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It's winter season.
Entertainment wise, I'm gonna say I was entertained through almost every episode. Even with the ending being bad, I was still entertained. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I had some good moments with it, so I'm gonna say 8 too. I found it somewhat funny about the whole like earring aid thing.
Yeah, I liked
really
how
funny.
they explained it too. That is kind of leaning into the fan service comic accuracy because he does go deaf, or he sometimes just is deaf in some things.
Yeah.
But it was just like I don't know how it happened, and it just cuts to all those things. I really liked Hawkeye. So, now let's talk about just 2021 MCU TV shows.
Yeah, let's start with the first one.
WandaVision. Overhyped as hell.
It was the first,
and for good reason. But honestly, that takes a toll on it for me. It really does.
Yeah.
This show had so much potential in a weird way. I like what they set up, and I will say that about every show. I like what they set up for each one of these. But oh my god, something about Evan Peters being a boner joke.
Yeah,
like come on, it still tears me up, and it may be stupid to get mad at, but it's such a fumble the bag type moment. Like if you're setting up this multiverse stuff,
it's like a missed opportunity.
and it makes me even more mad because Agatha's getting her own show, and it's
I don't get that.
If she's gonna be this big, if she's getting her own show, why isn't he like? No, why isn't Evan Peters the actual Quicksilver?
I don't know.
Like that's such a it just tears me up inside, and I understand some of it was even like time constraints, COVID stuff, but I still just it pisses me off, and I'm gonna say it's my bottom show.
And it wasn't even a good reveal.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was a great reveal that it was Evan Peters.
I will say that's one of the moments that made me like jump. I was like, oh my God. I remember watching it because I would always work 5 a.m.s on, I guess it was Fridays when it would come out. And I'd watch it at 4:30 because I'd have to get up for work. And I had it sitting on the shelf, and they do the whole scene, and I'm like, no way. And it actually happened. I was like, oh my God. So
the overhype for me is kind of targeted and specific.
Mm-hmm.
It's that one about Agatha All Along, that song.
Yeah, that
really fucking bothers me that people think it's great.
Also, there's a huge fan base for Scarlet Witch, Wanda. People love her. And I understand it 100%.
Yeah.
I love her character arc where she's come from this young child to like an Avenger to this ultimate like sorceress. But stop fangirling so hard. It just hurts me. Like,
and the way she was introduced was a big issue for me because she was literally just a kind of a character that they were just going to throw away.
Yeah,
they were just gonna have her like in one movie.
They literally just killed her brother too. So.
Yeah, and that for me, that's like, yeah, they're probably just gonna have her in this movie.
And again, like I said, things they set up. I mean, we'll talk about that. This sets up part of Multiverse of Madness, a new Vision. Again, I already said multiverse stuff, but Agatha is apparently going to be coming back. And leading to Agatha, I know it's redundant, but I'm assuming we'll get Mephisto. That's probably her show. I know we make the joke, but like
everyone makes that joke.
It's Agatha, and like she's literally part of so I think that's where we actually get him. I don't think Multiverse of Madness. I think Nightmare might be a big villain in that. We'll see though. That's for another video. But WandaVision, since we started with it, might as well say it. It's my bottom show.
It is my bottom show too. Yeah.
So
I think everyone just kind of like, I think they were overly excited, and good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that like, y'all need to calm down. That song wasn't that great. She did a great job with her acting, but she was, that's her job. And she's always done a great job, so I don't know why now you're just recognizing it. Elizabeth Olsen,
great actress.
She's done better. No, not done better. She's better now.
Yeah.
Because before I always thought of like, she's all right.
Did you ever see Wind River?
I don't remember.
It's on Netflix. Highly recommend.
Probably should
It's
watch
got him, just on MCU topic. It's got her and Jeremy Renner. So.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
It's great.
Let's see, what else are we missing? Is this
for WandaVision? Freaking Photon, right? That's her name, or is it Proton?
Photon.
Yeah. Photon. Awesome. Monica Rambeau. I'm so excited to see her in the Marvels. Apparently, rumor has it Valkyrie is going to be in the Marvels as well. So.
Oh, cool.
So I'm all for it.
It was I think it was a good, strong introduction to a character, at least, like Photon and Agatha.
Absolutely.
But I think the fans they were just hungry for something.
I feel like we're being like hipsters with it, but like, no, this was, you can't be a hipster with the MCU.
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
So it's just it's already like so huge.
And that song wasn't that great.
Yeah. I would agree with that. The boner joke was bad, and they shouldn't, it wasn't, I don't know. So.
And I've said that before in our fucking review. I remember saying, I don't understand why people like that song.
It's like literally like a minute long. I don't know. It's stupid.
Whatever.
So let's go to the next one. Let's save our ratings for the rest. I knew WandaVision was probably going to be both our bottoms, but like we'll save the rest. But let's kind of knock them out. Falcon Winter Soldier is the next one. This was a very like at home kind of story almost with Bucky and Sam. It was kind of taking up that mantle of Captain America. He gets his whole suit and everything. We get to see the Wakandans, which was one of the biggest surprises for me. Baron Zemo was a huge highlight. It was great to see him back, and I'm sure we'll see him again.
Rich asshole, like him a lot.
Yeah, he's just great.
He was a character that wasn't supposed to be like that, but then they just were like, he'll fit.
Well, yeah, I hated him in Civil War. I honestly don't like Civil War that much either, but it's just like it's not Baron Zemo. This though is Baron Zemo, and I loved it. I think every character in this was who they were kind of supposed to be, and I really liked that.
And I like the globe trotting aspect. Oh yeah,
also
just kind of going around.
Yeah, U.S. Agent was awesome. Yeah. Great setup. I'm sure we'll see him again. Whatever her name is.
It was
Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Miss Madam Hydra. That was great. Can't wait to see where that leads. The big moment for this and for me was seeing Sam fly in with the shield.
And the new suit.
I'll go ahead and say that's my favorite moment in all these shows. Yeah. That something about that was just so amazing to see, and like they actually pulled it off. That suit looked
great.
Probably one of those, huh? No, I really want to get those Marvel Legends, but they're going for like $60 each.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, the show felt like the Winter Soldier, the movie. And I've always said this. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. And I really like the fact that they had Bucky and Falcon at the same time.
And Sharon.
She's a
good
bad
or
guy.
Bad. We don't know.
She doesn't use an iPhone, so she must be bad. Yeah, I like their relationship a lot. It's really funny.
They're just building a boat, man, while everyone else is fighting the multiverse.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna return in the movie again.
I don't know what we would see them. I could see maybe Bucky and Wakanda.
Yeah.
Forever. That's supposed to come out this year. I doubt it will. But yeah.
I'd love to see them in Armor Wars.
Yes, I could see that for sure.
I don't know if I would love it, but
I would like it. You're looking at probably your new Iron Man, Riri Williams, and your new Captain America.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You know what would be interesting? Seeing them in an R-rated movie or show like what is that one? Moon Knight.
Yes.
Is that R?
It's not, but apparently it's gonna kind of push the limits. So hopefully
I don't like that.
Well, hopefully it's like that one episode where U.S. Agent goes freaking ham with the shield, and like that's the whole show. Hopefully, that's what I'm expecting from Moon Knight. So moving on from the list, Loki. Arguably, critically, this isn't my number one, but probably the best show. Critically speaking, it's set up some huge stuff. The biggest thing, straight up, Kang. Like that's crazy. I still can't believe like we actually got that. He's gonna be a huge like Thanos level type guy at some point, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in nothing this year. And it's just gonna be exciting to see where it goes down the line. But the Loki and Sylvia relationship.
Yeah, people ship that so much. I don't like it.
I don't either. But I will say it's very Loki of himself to fall in love with himself. So
I guess so.
I get that. There's many like criticisms I could give this show, but I'm like, as a character, like he's just Loki. Like it just makes sense. Like why he would betray himself or like why. So I really like it.
One of the very few memories that I have about this is apparently Loki and Lady Sith were having sex before.
Yeah, and that's why they.
Loki. Yeah, I was like, what the. Why are you guys thinking about that?
Interesting. Okay.
I didn't even think about that. All I could think of was, wow, she's in this TV show.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's back.
Yeah, she's back. And then like people were like, oh, did you know that they probably had sex before?
Oh, cool. But yes, Loki critically, I think was the best. Also,
funny as.
Yeah, it's great. Owen Wilson, top.
Captain Carter was in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She got arrested.
On the note of Loki. In the trailer for Multiverse of Madness, it looks like there's a TVA door behind Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
God, that's so exciting.
Oh yeah, the TVA, a mess, and the ending for the show was crazy.
Knows? We're getting season 2. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's only like a couple lines in this show, like the ending of it, but it's already like It's already insane. I'm expecting season two to be one of the biggest.
Yeah, man. I'm just thinking like I'm still like after No Way Home, we got some multiverse stuff. But I'm still like, where does Loki and like WandaVision, where did this stuff tie in? Because I don't think Loki, well, I guess it will now that I think. Do you think it's all going to come to kind of a culmination in Multiverse of Madness?
No, I don't think so.
Because I heard early cut of Multiverse of Madness is 3 hours.
Oh, wow. Sam Raimi, please do it.
Please.
Please. The thing is, like, Sam Raimi, I don't like the way you style things, but I do appreciate the way you write movies.
Anyways, I love him as a filmmaker, just in general.
But the way I see this is, WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness is gonna tie in together, and that's gonna be the end of that. And then Loki and Loki season 2 are gonna be one separate thing, but Kang is gonna show up at some point midway through it. Yeah, I don't know where.
I would think Kang, we get a post-credit scene in something this year.
Yeah,
just of like. Him doing something like how we got Thanos after Avengers.
Yeah, so I'm not expecting much of Kang as of yet. In Multiverse of Madness, I'm expecting something else, and that is Doctor Strange's.
There's like 4 different Stranges in that movie.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
What's his name?
There's the
Sorcerer's Prime.
So something
that's a Transformer.
Yeah, it's there's the one from What If.
Yeah,
there's the
one.
normal one. Yeah. There's Defender Strange, which I have no idea what that is. There's just so much, and I'm very excited.
I think that's the big bad guy in that movie, and then after that, it's gonna be Kang.
Yeah, So we'll see, dude. I'm so excited. So now to What If, first animated show for the MCU. We're getting a second season of this as well. I think they said they're gonna lead into Eternals and Shang-Chi a little bit with that, so that'll be interesting. Give us some more kind of look into those worlds. So I like that. But What If was touch and go for the episodes. There was 8 episodes, right?
Yeah. They all tied in together.
Some were really good, some were really bad, and we didn't know if they were going to tie in together at first. But eventually they did, and it felt kind of iffy, I'll say. But it was fun.
But one thing that me and Will, like something that really stuck with us was Doctor Strange. That episode
easily the best episode.
Yeah, that was great.
I will say the ending was cool, and like seeing all those characters come together and like have a happy ending, stuff like that. That was cool. But that Doctor Strange one was just probably maybe the best episode out of all these series, like standalone. So
and probably the most powerful MCU character now.
Yeah,
because he ate a goddamn stone and did nothing else with it. Just ate it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing. The TVA was just like, oh look, these stones mean nothing.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. But that's funny. But like Doctor Strange just ate one.
Yep. I'm just so excited for Multiverse of Madness. I can't stop saying it.
And seeing what's his name?
The Watcher.
The Watcher.
So good.
Man.
I want those What If figures because they've got a Watcher build a figure and all the other characters they have with it. Like,
what if the Watcher was in Spider-Man? That whole like big starlight thing.
So apparently, originally in No Way Home, America Chavez was gonna bring in Toby and Andrew but they just gave it to Ned instead.
Why?
I don't know.
No, but I mean like why America Chavez?
I don't know. I think Multiverse of Madness was supposed to come out first.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay,
fair enough.
I think. I don't know. But what else?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Hawkeye we've already talked about. But let's wrap it up. Let's give our ratings for each of them. So number 4 for you.
Number 4. I know WandaVision's the bottom. I would say Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Captain America and Winter Soldier now.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say What If. Sorry, but What If is kind of mid for me.
Fair.
Actually, no, I take that back. It would be WandaVision, Hawkeye, Falcon and Winter Soldier. What If, and then Loki. Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one.
You got him.
Loki. Loki's up there because I think it was a very imaginative thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
They had Crocodile Loki on there or something like that. I don't remember his fucking name, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And Throg was in it. And the Thanos copter.
Yeah.
So number 4 for me, I'm going to say Hawkeye.
Yeah. I like seeing Vincent D'Onofrio.
But it's just the ending killed it.
He was weak in this bitch.
He was. Like, he wasn't as menacing.
No.
Even though they made him look bigger literally like with CGI.
And they also made excuses about how like he was weaker and all this shit. I don't give a fuck about
that was dumb.
Yeah, that's really
like,
stupid.
He lost his empire or whatever. Yeah, shut up.
I don't care.
Mid for me, number 3 is gonna be What If. I'm gonna do a flop on you. Loki is my number 2. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier is my number 1. The whole thing with Sam and just U.S. agent, something like I think the second episode was kind of off for me. And then like everything else in that show was just.
I wasn't expecting you to say that because this was also one of your least like excited.
I know, but like we talked about it in our top movies of stuff like growing on us. Go watch that video. This one just really grew on me, and just thinking about the moment like where U.S. agent just goes ham on the poor guy, and actually seeing like blood on the shield, but then it's just all so good. So.
That show kind of grew on me. Loki grew on me, and I already liked Falcon and Winter Soldier beforehand because I thought it was great. Also, to see the older first Captain America, really cool. I wish they did more of it, and that's
like
the only gripe I had. Yeah, it would be sick to see him fight because he is also the Martian Manhunter, and I would cast him as Martian Manhunter. So, but yeah.
But yes, that's all of our Disney Plus, Disney, Marvel, whatever shows.
If you disagree, let us know.
Let us know down below what you thought of them. Anyways, though, that's our reviews. I already said that. God, I'm rusty. Anyways, though, thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, more episodes coming soon because we've watched a couple of movies that we would love to talk about.
Yes.
Also, watch our weekly because we are going to announce something new, sort of. And also, there's going to be a few things that I want to talk about in that weekly.
Yes.
That Will doesn't know about yet.
I'm ready.
So
here we go.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. 1, 2, 3. We love movies. We love y'all. Will win. Bye.